And like check. Alright. This is my... Alright, do this shit. Alright. My reaction to the Battlefield 6 official gameplay trailer. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Let's see if it they're gonna make it back from their failure of 2042. Personally, I like 2042, but I don't think it lived up to what Battlefield 3 was, or like the previous Battlefields. So let's see if they're gonna make a comeback, kind of go back to their military tactics, like the military style gameplay that is very realistic. You know, being true to destruction, being true to a grounded feeling, and not having these just whack ass like Fortnite skins like that they put in everything these days. So, all right, let's give it a look. Oh, look at that destruction! What the hell was that? Oh, damn. So I think that was like an airburst, kind of like an airburst mortar for like helicopters and stuff like that. That's what it looks like. It looks like kind of like back when in Battlefield 1 when we have regular mortars going off. So it looks like the futuristic version of a mortar. Oh yeah, this shit hard. Oh, they put C4 on the drone. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh yeah.
Come on, break your fucking face tonight.
The destruction looks absolutely insane. I mean, I already saw a bunch of things that I just like looks crazy. So obviously we have like, I think they're implementing back the class system, which allows you to each have your own individual role, such as like one's like recon, one's destruction. Like this guy had a sledgehammer to break through the floor, and then they had what was it? Oh, they were healing. You can now drag bodies. Like that's so dope. Like you could drag the body outside of like combat so you don't get hurt. And then he's injecting him with epinephrine, which is adrenaline, to bring him back. That's pretty cool. The destruction just looks insane. The lighting looks fantastic too. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to upgrade my graphics card, that's for sure. Oh, that's hard. That's crazy. Damn. Shit. Are we pre-ordering that? Are we pre-ordering? Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna pre-order. I'm gonna stay true to holding off. But that shit looks crazy. Wow. I think they did an awesome job at being grounded and realistic. So I was a little worried when like they were like sliding around, but it seemed like when they're sliding around, it's like it's more authentic. Like when you hit the pavement, you're not like sliding hard. You're like sliding very roughly, and then you're also like losing kind of control of your aim and stuff like that. So it's not like Call of Duty where you could just slip and slide everywhere. This seems a little bit more like obviously realistic. Like you're struggling, you're aiming, and it's just more grounded, I feel. I'm not sure how like I'm gonna look at like so this is gameplay trailer, but I'm gonna look at like actual like multiplayer trailer after this because I know they had a multiplayer live reveal, but that was crazy. Wow. Pre-order now. They're trying to get him. They're trying to get him. All right, let's go look at the multiplayer. Let's see how the multiplayer is doing. All right, so the multiplayer gameplay reveal. It was like a live stream. Yeah. 4 hours? Oh yeah, we're not doing 4 hours. Let's skip through this.
Intense tactical combat, from the gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war.
And of course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back.
Ah, there you go.
Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. An iconic formula for Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
That's what Battlefield is.
Frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team.
I remember first playing Battlefield when I was like a kid. I was like going to LAN parties or like a LAN center, and I would play Battlefield 1942. And everybody, the LAN center would get split. Half the LAN center would be like one team, and half the LAN center would be another team. And we were just having call outs, and like we had headsets, but we also had obviously you could take off the headset and you can call back to each other and like, you know, obviously taunt each other. And it was just interesting how like everybody had their own role to play. And it just kind of lost that with 2042 specifically because like anybody could be anything, which is ridiculous and stupid.
Handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets? That's when you call in the Engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placements.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun.
Oh, so we have the defibrillator. I'm guessing that's for support, and then the epinephrine is going to be for the medics.
There is no better class to keep your squad in the fight when the odds are
or vice versa
against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions,
God,
C4
if that's real gameplay, if they nailed those explosions down to look that realistic with the flames bursting through like the opening of the turret, that is crazy. That's why people love Battlefield, is just because like they try to like make it as realistic to actual warfare, or what is warfare, right? That's crazy.
that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6,
you can see, you saw the guy flying out of the helicopter. That's crazy.
approach combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the kinesthetic combat system. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the
Did he
heat of
just
battle.
roll?
It's about being aware of what's around you. How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Drag and Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them.
Oh, that's pretty
You can also
hard.
lean
Wow.
and peek around corners. You can mount weapons on walls, crouch while sprinting, and even perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
That's dope. That's dope. That's like... That's more realistic, I feel like, actually implementing rules like that. As long as, like, they don't make it, like, some... As long as it doesn't get abused in a way where it's, like, cartoonish, if that makes sense. But it doesn't seem that way.
All vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding the number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
I was never good at
You love
flying
destruction.
the jets.
And for Battlefield 6,
Suck
we
at
wanted
that
to
shit.
push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
We're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction that gives
That's
you even more
dope.
options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4, a rocket launcher, or
I
your
wonder-
handy sledgehammer.
I wonder, like,
Squad firing
how
on your
much...
team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up.
I wonder how much
Climb
that's gonna
over the
get
rubble?
used, and if it's gonna be
Problem
abused. Like, people using C4
All
to
these
destroy
things
buildings in
come
order to
together
kill
to
people.
create a genre-defining,
Like, I'm thinking, like, is
must-play
everybody gonna be doing that to
first-person
the
shooter
point where it's, like,
experience you cannot get
I
anywhere
guess
else.
annoying, you know what I mean? But I love it though. It looks fucking great.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan MacArthur, executive producer at Ripple Effect Studios.
And I'm Alma Talbot, director of production at Motive.
All right,
Vast in
let's go to them actually playing.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the streets of Brooklyn in the US. At launch, we'll have 9 maps, including a remake of the classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal. Smaller urban areas designed to support close quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry and land vehicles. While Tajikistan boasts scale, with epic settings that capture our all-out war experience. Then there's Brooklyn, bringing the best of both scale and close quarters combat.
All of these maps are built to support any of our variety of modes,
Sound
and
design
custom
is
layouts that we call
fantastic.
combat zones, that have been rigorously play-tested and iterated to ensure a thrilling, authentic Battlefield experience, no matter where you're playing.
Oh, that looks so good.
Conquest.
That looks so good. Like the helicopters, the way that they're exploding and they're falling into the ground, it looks so cinematic.
Breakthrough. Rush. Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't get in any other game. And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused with Battlefield's DNA. Team Deathmatch. Squad Deathmatch. Domination. King of the Hill. In our newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
Escalation.
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare.
Oh, that's crazy.
more
Oh,
maps.
that's crazy. They brought back the dog tags, where you rip them off them. That's dope.
Modes and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
And with the return of Portal, you can also build, share, and play your custom-created experiences.
This new, more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences.
What the?
That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more.
Oh, that's
all
dope.
with
I love
full
hardcore.
progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and share exciting new experiences made
What
with
the
Portal.
hell? How do you guys feel about? I never played Portal in Battlefield 2042, or I don't know if that was part of it, but I never played it. I don't even think I touched it once. So like, this is new to me. I don't even know if I'll try it. I mean, I'll try it, but I've never done it. I wonder what you guys' opinions on it. I just stick to like the realistic stuff, because this stuff looks a little wacky to me. But I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure if you're like, you just want to do some crazy dumb shit like with your friends, this is it.
We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Are they gonna show the multiplayer? Are they gonna play multiplayer or what?
All right, so everything you've seen today is just the first step.
News, folks. That's not the only thing you're.
You know, I got.
That was like close to 10 years ago, and now we're reconnecting, re-meeting each other here at this event. It's so sick to see. Of course, I got to give a shout out to my vibe. That's what you want.
Imagine himself in Westy, and he's immediately going for the armor. Exactly what you want to see. Now, folks, if you're watching this for the first time, maybe play some other FPS games where you don't see the might and the grit that is tanks and copters and planes and rockets. This right here, to me, this point of view, this is Battlefield based.
And look, you can ask for a better squad to start with too, right? You've got Stody in there, you've got Tactical Brit in there, these boys, and they're already down. They're already down. They're already getting rinsed. So you but again, this is kind of the classic stuff we're looking for, right? How does it feel? How does it look? And then you talk about someone who's a little bit maybe on the outsides of the Battlefield genre. You got Courage, right? You got Nadeshot, you got Scump, you got Tim. And look, we watched a couple games of this. They were popping off.
They were going crazy.
Popping off.
You know, Nadeshot had a couple whips, and I was like, oh, all right, man, maybe doesn't still got it. No, he started popping head.
I'll tell you one thing I just noticed is like it's bringing back that atmospheric sense, or the atmospheric just quality that Battlefield 1 had. If you look at the haze, it kind of gives it more atmospheric, more immersive feeling. Which I felt like didn't really have that in 2042, or was lacking.
See if we're going to get a little bit more of that here. As for now, I mean, just into the more neutral parts of the maps, of course, get those openings, start getting these lockdowns here on these capture points.
Now, I want to talk about what we're seeing here as far as the composition is concerned, because we're getting Nade on the Engineer, and then three, Tim, Scump, and Courage on the Assault. So obviously prioritizing, you know, going for the guns, going for the forward-facing kind of, you know, blowing things up if you can, but you got a lot of space to clear here.
Look, again, if you're going to be that player, and you're kind of talking about these as one of the key ones, right? You got some absolute gunners. You let him go on gun.
Yeah, you can tell he's been playing this. He knew exactly where to go.
It's beautiful to watch, and you get so many options on that assault class as well.
I love just that little tiptoe out of the combat area, get onto an unexpected angle.
Now they're nasty. They are straight nasty.
I got my two. I got to get the hell out of there, because someone's going to look around there again and try and pick me off on top of that hill. And look at this, Benny Central holding up in the top side here. And you can't forget all the destruction, guys. There's so much destruction. You just drive that tank into a house. That thing ain't got no chance.
Any medics?
That's dope.
Of course not.
Yeah, rolling back down. We're going to see how many medics actually, or how many people get rezzed during this showcase. We're guessing 0.
Yeah, straight 0.
That's our in-house bet right now. we're pretty confident because we've been watching people play, and but okay, wait a minute. Actually, leave it up to the Battlefield guys.
That could be a res. This could be a res.
Yeah. Stoda, here.
Please, bro, please.
Hit him with the defib. Oh, we switched over to Nadeshot. It's okay. It's okay.
I do want to see what loadouts they're kind of picking up on here as well, like what weapons they're opting for, because it looks like kind of like LMG
sound design
with
is so
looks like
fucking
a drum
dope.
mag on it. I mean,
graphics
before I
look
saw
insane
what looked like
too.
kind of MK or like a DMR style weapon tapping away. There's so many different like loadouts and varieties to it too. Like, you know, the nice little vert grips on there. So much to play with depending on playstyle, and that's what they're a lot.
They like tap so into the realism. Like you can see all the little imperfections that they have on the guns. If you look at them, they're all like have like these little scrapes
People
on
are speaking
so like,
to like Vegas was saying, look, you need to get the right setup. You need to get the right attachment.
Like all these like little imperfections, which guns normally have when you're like throwing things on the rail. Like I have a few guns, and it just like it starts kind of wearing out. The polishing that's on it, like the coating that's on the metal, it starts to like wear out and stuff like that, and so you get these little imperfections, and that really just like kind of just gave it that little deep nuanced detail that really makes it even more realistic. And like look at this, yeah, it looks fucking great.
On it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it simply won't do what you want it to. You've got to make this work for you.
And I think it's one of the beautiful things about this game, and it always kind of has been, is the customization that you can have when it comes down to your weapons, because you can get it to where the gun, maybe it's not the most mathematical best as far as damage output is going to be concerned, but it might be the best feeling for you. So what works for you is not necessarily going to be something that works for anybody else in the game, and you have so many different ways to just fine-tune it, whether it's something that's going out onto the muzzle, a different type of grip, a scanted sight, etc. So for anybody who hasn't played Battlefield in a while, or who's maybe never played Battlefield, there's a lot to dive into and really just immerse yourself in.
We're off to see. And look, this is the Battlefield boys, right?
You saw how the way his body was taking the hits and then he fell. That was cool. This shit it just gets more cinematic, like the way you see it. So I can see how you can get some game. They can do what the fuck? I can't even fucking talk. How they got the gameplay footage in order for it to be cinematic by just like taking away the HUDs and just like picking the best moments for like the trailer and stuff like that. But that looked fucking dope. The way his body was just being like hitting all those bullets.
You gotta take this one on. They were already giving it large at the start, like NA, nearest airport. We are in Los Angeles, keep in mind.
And we are pretty close to LAX, so.
But it is kind of odd. I do want to see them do well here and see kind of how they approach the game too, and how they see the loadouts, and how they see the attachments, how they want to run their squads.
I don't know, I think we're back.
Westy and Sody, these guys are veterans of this. They've been probably living in the trenches for a minute, and now they get to actually have some fun out here, so we'll see how it goes for them. So far, so good. And look at old Tarek. This is a Tarek, but he's in the squad.
Yeah, he's trying.
Oh, he died.
No.
It's an NT. It's an NT.
Yep.
Need a revive. Not getting one.
Speak his name, and yep, just immediately caster cursed. Oh, here we go.
Stone Mountain.
Okay.
Roger, let's do this. Oh, man, if you have not had a chance to watch any of Stone Mountain stuff, you have been doing yourself a disservice. Guy is absolutely hilarious, but also one hell of a pilot.
Damn,
this dude is about to put in
good.
some work with this, unless someone's smart enough to take him down, because if I'm being honest, I would try and take him down as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah, you probably can't let him get away with too much here. But again, look, I'm awful with vehicles. If I touch them, it's a problem. But seeing someone who's actually good at it, wild.
Oh, look at this little run that he's going to do right here. He's trying to find a couple targets.
He can open up so much chance for the rest of this kind of, I guess, team and squad's going to make the way up to the next couple of points. But they're doing pretty well so far.
Oh, look at the detail on the plane as the wind breaks on the wings. That actually super sick. Oh, man.
Here's what's going to be prowling for. I mean, I would guess, like, you know, enemy armor, a tank, something like that. Something you just go on a bombing run, try to take them out of the equation. But for now, just a nice little breezy little fly through the sky.
And look, we got Lil Big Whale, who's right behind us, actually. So he could actually get some, you know, real action live. But no, because we stole her setup for a minute. She took a break, went to the bathroom, instantly sat down. Feels fantastic. I think we were actually playing on this map as well. So we got to have a little hands-on time in this. But again, it just looks good, and already are at the forefront of things.
Oh, okay, that's one way to do it, Marley. You know, just go ahead and send that rocket up there, see if that solves the problem.
It's kind of hard to scale up to see, though, because there's a little bit of verticality to it.
How do you guys feel about the running? I feel like the running is still a little, I don't know. I guess obviously it's different when you're playing it, but you think it's a little too fast, or do you think it's the right amount of sensitivity of like their movement speed?
right? So it's like you kind of need the assistance from that armor coming in almost, right? Get your tanks coming over, get what you can to try and create the pathing, because look at it. You do get absolutely hammered on the way onto these crosses.
I will say, if you have a smoke grenade, throw it on the road before you cross. Maybe that will give you the cover that you're looking for.
Throw it at your enemies as well. Obfuscate their vision, not your own.
Yeah, that too. That works out as well.
Typically going to be the play there.
I'm done. So, you know, I need some help.
That's a nice. So this is the kind of loadout that I was looking at. These weapons with these.
Is that like 19, 16?
See a different map.
Okay. Is that a 2C? Jack, I can't get in there with you guys, right? Okay, you're chilling. Keep doing it. You guys keep doing it.
I wish I could take credit.
That you can only experience in Battlefield. So an example for this mode on this map that I remember is we had taken possession of one of these buildings and it almost turned into a kill house, right? It's just people trying to get us out as we were kings of the hill, just sitting there. They were destroying the building. Everything comes crumbling around, coming down around us, and it's just it's amazing. Like those moments, just pay attention. Like this is incredible.
Yeah, it's a playground.
Yeah.
It's a playground. Delicious, destructive playground of carnage that we absolutely love.
I'll use that.
Yes, you got it. You trust me. You guys could use it. Well, it's on the broadcast. You own it anyway. But in any case.
See, that was one thing I see. That wasn't. To me, I don't know. That felt like a little bit like a COD player right there, doing that jumping shot with the shotgun, and like doing all that really fast and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. But we'll see when we play it if it has a different feel to it. But that was a little.
So, guys, thank you so much for your time. Ryan, Thomas, thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing more from the game in the future.
Thank you very much.
This has been great. Catch you soon. Catch you soon. All right, we'll be bringing Pansy as well as Achilleos back on in a second. So for now, you'll just be hanging out with me as we take a look at Courage, who's trying to cap a few fools with this gun here.
Shotguns are in there. Maybe get that assault in from Benny. Build them up together.
In the product today, it's incredible what people have been able to do.
Yeah,
I think.
See, maybe do they?
Well, which one?
Big flip here, team. Oh man,
New York?
Decent little action continued.
I think this is New York.
You know, either this game mode or just Battlefield generally.
Yeah.
To get to the top of the scoreboard, it's not all about bragging. You actually
No, it's not.
Yeah, somebody's got 43 kills or somebody above them with 25, and that's because they're actually playing the objectives and getting a lot more involvement on the map.
Again, we watched Scum, right? We watched Scum. We were on board with Scum. This guy was tearing it up, but they were struggling originally on the cap points. Now they're running this back, though. Again, it's that flip, right? Like, getting that control, getting that build-up. He was doing so well, but outdone now. They're starting to figure it out.
They might be able to come back.
This flip is huge.
This is huge. They got 4 to 5, Seth.
Yeah, A&E contention's coming through.
It's all up in the air, dude. It's all up in the air.
This is going to end up getting quite close, especially if they're able to hold on to these. But now you got 3 under fire, so they need to maintain at least control on 2 of them.
I want to play the assault class so bad now.
God
damn!
I want to play the game so
like
bad.
The suppressed shotty feels filthy. It just sounds filthy too,
it sounds
right?
nasty. It sounds so good. They got a big flip here, team. Oh man!
These guys really love doing their jumping shotty, the jumping with the shotgun. I mean, I guess it could work. It could work, but like realistically, when you're jumping and shooting at the same time, like your accuracy is going to be completely off. But it's a shotgun, so you have a much wider spread of the bullets hitting. So, I guess it could. I guess theoretically it could work with a shotty.
And we might be seeing a potential comeback here. They're getting close.
This is crazy work. This is actually crazy work. If they pull this off.
And you see how quickly the tickets start going down.
Yeah.
They are
plummeting.
Flying.
Tactical Brit just pulled off
is that a fire?
4-5 damage zone right there.
All right, so now they're going to try and see if they can stop this D cap. Which
yeah, C's under pressure. You just saw them going down there. This could be rough.
If they're able to stop C at all, yeah, you get the. Damn it.
Too late.
People gotta be patient. Be patient out there.
Little solo effort here. It looks like from Tactical Brit though.
Oh, he's taking some shots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it looked like a nice attempt for a back cap, maybe, right? Get that pressure on the behind, make them turn around, pay attention, but kind of hard to do on your own there.
100 tickets separates these 2 teams.
As if it's.
I wonder if they're gonna go to like the.
This time around, Breakthrough. Based on what you're saying, why did Breakthrough? You always have.
Says I am also.
Butch skill, maybe I'll do any more just to make sure that it's
any more. We had it at one point.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. But I'm getting older. You're really good at dying. Yeah. So you get killed a lot. The team are awesome at playing. But
I think I've seen enough. Well, it looks pretty solid to me. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see when they say October 6th. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. What do you guys think? Is this a pre-order? Are we pre-ordering? I don't think so. I think we'll wait. We'll wait, and we'll see how it is, because that shit does look pretty dope. I think it looks like they're going back to their roots, but obviously we're gonna have to see how it is day one. So, all right, catch y'all later.